ayokong mawala yung pangako ko sa kanya. So,
Hi Pepsters! Welcome to Pep Spotlight. Makakasama natin ngayon ay isang magaling na aktor at family man. Walang iba kundi si Baron Geisler.
Hello everyone. Hello, Miss Rachelle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night sa inyo lahat na nanonood at nakikinig sa amin dito. So, Spotlight.
We're so glad to have you here with us today, and we've heard a lot of good stories about you and mga inspirational messages na sinishare mo sa mga tao.
Yes, thank you. I'm just very grateful sa mga nangyayari sa akin ngayon, lalo na sa yung bago kong lifestyle. Sobrang grateful rin ako sa support ng mga tao na andun yung love nararamdaman ko yung love and support galing sa kanila. So, yun.
Siguro to begin itong kwentuhan natin, Baron, sabi nga nila, you have to know your history in order to be more aware with your present time, no? Have you always wanted to be an actor? How did you get into showbiz?
Ang gandang tanong yan. Siguro yes, deep inside, I always wanted to be an actor. Kasi bata pa lang ako, nanonood na ako ng maraming movies, cartoons, tapos pag may mga laruan ako yung nagde-direct sa mga cartoons. Tapos may mga dialogue na nilalagay. Alam mo yan, parang it's very real to me. So, nung napasok ako sa industriya ng show business, sobrang hindi ako makapaniwala. Kasi I think grade 4 ako, pumunta kami ng Pen de Sarapen sa PTV4. Isa yun sa mga field trip namin sa school. Then nakita ko dumadaan yung sasakyan ng mga artista. Tapos nakita ko si Mhit de Leon, kumakain ng chocolate, nakaputing t-shirt, tapos ang dungis siya dahil sa chocolate. Pero tuwan-tuwa ako. Tapos nakita ko yung lights, yung studio, parang sabi ko, wow, ang ganda nito. And then, yun na, nung nag-audition ako for Ang TV, dumating kasi sila sa Pampanga nung time na yun. Nag-concert sila at nagpa-audition. Eventually, sumali kami ng brother ko at yung best friend ko. Yung best friend ng brother ko, best friend namin, siya nag-sign up sa amin ni Donnie, yung brother ko. Tapos nung tinawag pangalan ko, nagulat ako kasi yung gusto talaga namin ay yung parang mag-people watch lang or makita ng mga magagandang chicks. Kasi malapit lang yung Nepo Coliseum sa bahay namin, walking distance lang, sa Villa Teresa sa Pampanga. So, ayun, out of 2,000 auditioners, thank God na isa ako sa napili. And yun na, nagsimula na ako mag-taping for Ang TV. And nakita ko na naman yung lights, nakita ko yung mga artistang napapanood ko sa TV o sa pelikula. Ayun, natuwa, na-in-love na ako sa ganong klaseng lifestyle.
Grabe. Alala mo ba kung anong ginawa mo dun sa audition piece mo?
Oo! Kumanta ako ng Bizarre Love Triangle. At saka, every time I see you falling, I get down on my knees and pray. Kahit na siguro hindi ganun kagaling, siguro nakyutan sila sa akin, tapos 14 yung kaliwang pa ako, tinanong ako kung do you know how to dance? Can you dance? And then I said yes. Yes ako sa lahat. Kahit na awkward. Pero ayun, salamat kay Sir David. Isa yun sa mga talent scout na pumili sa akin, and Tita Elena. No? And hanggang ngayon, nasa industriya pa rin sila, and very grateful ako sa kanila.
Ang galing. And ako naalala ko 'to, Baro, 'no, dahil napanood ko talaga dito nung mga bagets ako. Of course, napanood ka sa Koolits, tapos yung Oo Na, Mahal na Kung Mahal Kita, Nagbibinata. Kumusta yung years na yon? Ano yung mindset mo at that time?
Siyempre, bilang baguhang artista, sino bang hindi gustong makilala o sumikat, di ba? Nung time na yan, parang laro lang para sa amin ni na John Lloyd and Marc Solis. Para kaming tatlong magkapatid talaga. Mahal namin yung isa't isa, best friend ko sila. Pumunta sila sa bahay ko, pumunta rin ako sa bahay nila. Sabay kaming kumakain, sabay kaming pupunta sa banyo, mga ngasilyas. So, ayan, nakakamiss yung mga panahon na yan. Tapos may mga, halos hindi na kami natutulog ng mga time na yan, ng mga bata kami kasi ikot, uso pa nun yung mga mall shows, mall tour, wala pang social media nun. So, isipin mo yun, napupuno namin yung mall through radio lang and word of mouth at saka TV. What more kung may social media back then, it would be a different story, no? Ayan!
Gosh,
Nagbibinata.
ba? Nagbibinata.
Blast from the past, baby.
Grabe mga heartthrobs kayo. Well, Baron, no? Talagang at that time, no? Maraming mga chicks no mga teenage years.
Siyempre, hindi naman maiiwasan yun dahil gustong-gusto talaga namin dahil dyan pa lang sa title, nagbibinata kami. So, lahat ginagawa namin, nag-experiment kami, di ba? So, ayan, nakakamiss lang yung samahan namin. Sa making ng nagbibinata, ang daming mga kalokohan and crazy memories na hindi ko malilimutan. You know, Patrick, isa yan sa mga kaibigan ko at parang tinitingalaan ko na artista, magaling. Isa rin siyang dahilan kung bakit ako pumasok sa industriya. Siya yung parang peg ko eh. Kung makikita mo naman, pati buko, ginaya ko, di ba? Oo. Hindi kasi...
Talaga kay Patrick mo ginaya yan?
Oo, kasi nung nanood kami ng concert, di ba, may audition, gaya ng sinabi ko. Bumili ng ticket na rin yung girlfriend ng brother ko. So, nandun na kami sa likod. Pero, nung lumabas si Patrick, lahat nag-chant ng pangalan niya. Patrick, Patrick. Tapos tumambling pa siya noon. Alam mo yun? Tapos medyo nagulat ako na parang anong magic ang meron tong taong to. So sabi ko, I want to be him. I want to be like him. I want to have what he has. And ayun, natamasa ako naman yung success na meron siya kahit paano yan. Now, I get to talk to him ng birthday niya. Kaba-birthday niya lang, grinit ko, tinawagan ko. Nagtatawagan kami. Kasi kumpare ko yan eh, kay Patrice. Oo, godfather ako ni Patrice. So, isa yan sa mga na-maintain ko relationships throughout the years. Si John Lloyd naman nakakausap ko or nakaka-message ko during pandemic. Si Marc, nakasama ko yan sa probinsyano. Ang FPJ isang probinsyano. Si Christopher Peralta, I think he's a businessman now. Medyo hindi na kami masyado nag-uusap. But he's doing well.
But it's good that you were able to maintain communication with most of them, with most of your friends, mga kasabayan mo sa industry. Nung galing.
Yes. Kasi, pero I would say, no, nung time na yan, we were all competing with each other. And it was a very healthy competition. Kasi iron sharpens iron, di ba? As iron sharpens iron, mas tumitibay tayo. And but now na nag-mature kami, parang nilet go namin yung mga ganun klase mga bagay dahil parang unang-una hindi naman kailangan kasi may mga kanya-kanyang talento and kanya-kanyang forte, di ba? Yung bawat isa, si Mark, magaling din na character actor. Si Patrick, magaling na bida yan. Di ba? John Lloyd din. Siya naman yung parang aga-mulak style, di ba? Siya yung parang yun yung tinahat niya na mga love team, love team. Ako, character actor na mga kontrabida. Nagbida rin ako sa ibang mga independent movies. So, may kanya-kanya kami mga niche. Parang ano.
Correct, correct. Baron, you experience yung heydays na talagang you were able to buy yourself your own house. At what age?
Own house? 21.
My
21.
gosh.
At age 16, I already had a car. Age 17, 18, cars na. Nagkolekta na. Kolekta na ng mga kotse. Hanggang sa nasunugan, ang dami ng pinagdaanan. Twice ako nasunugan. Ang ano nga na nag-usap kami ni Paolo Contis during pandemic times. Sabi niya, pare, bilib ako sa'yo, no? Kung ibang tao siguro yan, nagpakamatay na. Gumanon siya. Sabi ko, oo nga ang galing ng Diyos, pare, hindi siya pumayag na mangyari sa akin yan. So, tapos napanood ko yung A Far Away Land ni Paolo. May konting nung pinanood ko, sabi ko, pinapanood namin ng misis ko dito sa room. Sabi ko, walang iya to. Swerte naman ito. Saka, galing niya umarte. Sana ganyan din ako. May ganyang pelikula ba sa Netflix or sa somewhere, no? Na parang Hollywood yung quality. But, nagdasal ako na parang na-convict ako ni God. Sabi niya, wag kang magselos sa blessings ng iba because may bibigay din ako para sa'yo. So, while watching it, in-enjoy ko na lang siya. Tapos inintindi ko yung storya, nagustuhan ko. Hanggat sa bumilib talaga ako, I messaged him right after the movie. Sabi ko, walang iya ka. Ang galing-galing mo, pang Hollywood, etc. etc. And then, nag-text back siya, nag-message back siya. Sabi niya, thank you! I love you, brother! So, parang wow. So, parang may lesson akong natutunan doon na mga achievements ng ibang tao. Parang dapat hindi ko gawing crutch or para i-hold back ako. Actually, dapat maging inspirasyon ko para matamasa ko rin yung ganung klaseng success. And true enough, slowly, no? Binibigay naman sa akin ng Diyos. So, yun, marami ako natutunan sa buhay lately. I'm very glad na I have real friends that I can talk to, that I can vent out my feelings to. And I think, actually I believe God is preparing me for my higher purpose.
Of course.
In life.
And yun kasi mahirap, no? Kasi sa industry, may competition. Parang yung tendency ng iba is magkaroon ng comparison, ganyan. But you really have to have yung parang yung strong mindset. At the same time, you should know your core para alam mo how to navigate through yung mga ganung thoughts.
Tama. Dapat magkaroon ng tamang discernment para magkaroon ako ng different perspective and understanding sa mga bagay-bagay na hindi yung pang sa akin lang. And true, maraming nagko-compare sa isa't isa, not only naman sa industry ng show business. Actually, buksan mo lang yung social media natin, IG, FB, nandun lahat eh. But, what you see on the internet, not everything is real. Some are just made up. Some are real. So, tama ka, mabalik tayo sa discernment. Dapat mag-focus na lang tayo sa sarili nating buhay, sumikap, and magdasal para maibigay ni God yung ano yung dapat talaga para sa atin.
So yun, Baron. Eventually, during the course of your career, nagkaroon ka ng reputation na may pagka-rebellious, notorious, controversial. paano sa tingin mo, paano na-develop yon? Was it because sa showbiz, wrong set of friends, or were there something personal, like, did you feel like misunderstood in the family, which, ano yung root? Na trace mo ba?
Yes, na-trace ko. And it's all of the above. It's also me having um, all these character defects, a really bad mindset, wrong set of friends. Um, but na-realize ko I cannot blame my family. I cannot blame anyone because ako naman ang may kagustuhan nun eh. Naging masaya din naman ako sa ganong klaseng pamumuhay. Pero ang ending, nagsisi ako ng sobra. So siguro iniisip ko parang kailangan kong pagdaanan talaga lahat ng mga bagay na yan para ma-realize ko, makapag-reflect ako na ay mali pala. Yung mga taong nagsasabi sa akin or nagre-rebuke sa akin na Baron, wag mong gawin yan, masama yan, or hindi mo kailangan yan. Minasama ko pa yun, akala ko silang mali. Hindi naman normal yung pag-iisip ko ng mga panahon na yun dahil lagi akong loaded, di ba? Alcohol, drugs. So, parang disillusioned ako sa lahat ng bagay sa mundo. Yung wala ako sa tama kasi laging may tama. Ayun.
Eto, isa-isa, medyo himayin ko yun ng konti, Baron, no? Kasi tama ka, ang galing nung, you can never really blame anyone, di ba? With yung mistakes. Kumbaga, pero nakakatuwa kasi I've also watched yung mga iba mong interviews, no? Kasi at a younger age, hindi mo naman talaga maintindihan parang what's going around your environment, kung ano yung reason behind dun sa mga ano nila. Tama ba na meron kang growing up, meron kang parang thinking na yung mom mo alam mo yun, parang naiinis
Monster.
ka kapag pinapagalitan ka, ganon. Okay.
Oo. Ang hirap sagutin yan eh. Parang, disciplinarian. Disciplinarian si mami. Si daddy naman napaka-passive. Ang hirap sagutin yan, pero siguro dahil meron not siguro akong alcoholic and addict mind and behavioral problems even before pa ako nag-showbiz. Maaaring predisposed to. Naman ako sa DNA ng tatay ko. Or sa mother side, no, yung addiction ganyan eh. So, it's siguro addiction is a chronic brain disease talaga. It's a mental illness. And so kaya parang yung nagkaroon ng rebellious behavior dahil meron akong king baby attitude na I want it my way all the time. Pag hindi, aalis ako, mag-walkout ako. And nadala ko yun hanggat sa pag-aartista, hanggat sa kahit nung una kami nag-date ng misis ko, alam mo yun, parang kahit na maayos na ako, character defect yun na pag magkakaroon ng discussion or mga bagay na hindi kami magkasundo, imbis na magsalita ako or ayusin siya na maayos, I would rather, ang tawag sa akin ng misis ko, walkout king dati. Kahit sa kotse, kunwari, nagda-drive kami, biglang away-away or ano. Pag sakto sa stoplight, tapos away pa rin or nagsasalita, I would just go out of the car and just walk home or ride a taxi. Pero naayos ko na yung character defect na yun. Grabe yung dami kong natutunan din dito sa Cebu, pati sa rehabilitation center, no, sa 180 degrees. Kasi binigyan kami ng psych educational classes. It's about, getting to know oneself, finding the guidance natin with the source, the main source of my addictions, and using the cognitive therapy behavior. Yung ibig sabihin ng CBT, parang how it works is turning a negative into a positive, stepping back, thinking muna before I react. It's about how to respond properly. Ayun. So I'm glad na maraming tumulong sa akin dito sa Cebu para mas makilala ko yung sarili ko. And ano yan, ano yan, never ending process yan. Lifestyle na. Dapat may structure po ako na sinusunod. Huwag kong kalimutan kung saan ako nanggaling, 'di ba? Na ano ako parang I was so down mentally, spiritually, physically, and financially. I lost everything. I lost it. And then slowly, by the grace of God, He restored me, by seeking Him, His Word, and His presence every day. Slowly, actually, God is in the business of restoring people, and I'm just so grateful that I'm one of them, and I found the light, and I became closer to that light, and I believe I never wanna let go of God's hand. Jesus, my Lord and Savior.
Naintindihan ko yan, Baron, no? Talagang, through your faith, was it the way na parang you were able to accept that you're broken? I mean, di ba? Parang everyone's broken. And only through God's word would you be able to really have yung enlightenment kung paano. Ganun ba yung nangyari sa'yo?
Yes, there's no other way. For me, I'd speak for myself. I've tried everything. Nothing really worked until I made that decision to fully surrender my life and my wants and my needs to my higher power.
Right. Baron, how bad did it get, yung drinking problem before?
It got so bad. My drinking problem got so bad to the point na I would drink every day. I would drink myself to death, and nawalan ako ng hope. Parang pakiramdam ko parang hindi na ako tao. Parang ganun. I lost all my friends. I lost my connections with, the love of my family. And even love, yung respect sa sarili ko, parang totally, it was diminished. I was actually diminished to nothing. Nung nakulong ako, kasabay kong kumain sa barrier lang yung selda lang naman yung barrier doon Pero parang mirror ko yung sarili ko doon sa asong kasabay kong kumain. Dahil tira lang ng pulis yung sa pareho namin kinakain, kung anong kinakain ng aso. Yun din ang kinakain ko. So para siyang talagang prodigal son, 'di ba? Kumakain ng tira-tira kaning baboy. Pero not to the point na kaning baboy naman, no? Hindi naman ako trinato ng gano'n ng mga pulis. Pero kung anong tira nila nung lunch nila, yun ang kakainin ko. Tapos kasabay ko lang yung asong isa. Buti nga, nandun siya. Pasalamat pa nga ako dun sa aso na may kasabay ako kasi ako lang mag-isa sa selda na yun. Tapos parang pinagbawal yata muna na bisitahin ako. So, nagutom ako hindi lang sa tiyan. Nagutom ako spiritually. So doon, nag-kneel down na ako. And then, nagkaroon ako ng epiphany, spiritual awakening na gusto ko palang mabuhay. Lord, sige, parang
Tanggalin niyo po lahat to or yan, sabi ko, alisin niyo lang po ako dito. I'll serve you for the rest of my life. Parang ganun. So yun, parang ayoko mawala yung, yung pangako ko sa kanya. So,
Ito ba yung sa Pampanga?
yeah, sa Pampanga, doon ako tumira for a while.
You were arrested for what complaints at that time?
I believe I was arrested for alarm and scandals and holding a deadly weapon.
And then, habang andito ka,
And then, ang dami pang mga nag-surface na mga warrant pala tsaka reklamo ng mga tao sa akin. So, unti-unti pong, unti-unting na naayos, nawala yung mga kaso. Pati nga yung kay...
Yeah, you were saying, pati
nga yung kay Tita Yayo, Mami Yayo, na napatawad na rin ako. So, sobrang grateful ako.
That's good to hear, Baron. Ang galing, Baron, kasi I remember, no, parang tama ba na dito sa detainment na to sa Pampanga, ano yung nakita mo that led you to that spiritual enlightenment? Meron ka bang nabasa or anything? Or ano yung...
Ang una ko nakita doon, kasi gabi po ako pinasok. Siguro mga 5 p.m. nagdidiskusyonan kami. Actually, ako talaga may reklamo, and then eventually, dahil sa katigasan ng ulo at wala ako sa sarili, namura-mura ko yung mga pulis. So eventually, ako yung na-detain dahil nga sa behavior ko. And then, when I was left alone, parang nagmuni-muni, sabi ko, parang nasa impyerno ako, gumanon ako. Tapos biglang may nakita akong leaflet or pamphlet doon na, alam mo ba kung saan ka pupunta kapag ikay namatay? Tapos may parang kamatayan doon. Takot ako. Tapos meron isang verse doon. And then yun, biglang tinamaan ako doon na breakdown na lang ako na parang, nga, hindi ko nga alam kung saan ako pupunta pag namatay ako. Mawala ako, parang bula, parang ganyan. Ito na ba to? Ayun. And then, lumuhod na lang ako talaga. Naramdaman ko lang na may kakaibang presensya. Nandun yung takot. Nandun yung fear of the Lord eh. So, totoo talaga, fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Yun.
And then, ito na yung tapos, did your relatives bail you out from the jail? Anong naging, or ito na yung na-rehab, nag-undergo ka ng rehab?
From jail, from the detention, na-jail pa talaga ako sa Angeles City Jail ng kalahating buwan mahigit. Tapos, ayun na, dumiretso na ako lumipad na ako papuntang Cebu.
Was that your decision or?
Yes. Yeah, decision ko po yung noong una ayoko pa muna magpa-rehab eh. Kasi nga wala ako sa tamang pag-iisip, pero biglang ang pinayagan lang na bumisita sa akin mga pastor kong friends. So, aside from me wanting to seek God, nadagdagan pa siguro inutusan niya ni God na kausapin ako. And sinabihan ako ng pastor friend ko na you should repent. Alam mo ba sa lahat ng kasalanan ginawa mo, kulang pang kulungan, sabi niya sa akin. Sa'yo, gumanon. Lahat ng luha ko talaga, lahat ng pain, lahat ng mga sinusuppress kong anger, resentments, pain, nailabas ko na dun sa selda. And dun na, nag-give up na talaga ako, surrender na talaga ako. And naisip ko if pumayag ako dun sa kagustuhan ng mga brother and sisters ko, sabi, we're not gonna bail you out until you go to rehab or decide to go to rehab, rather. And then I said, after a couple of days, when they visited me, I was so excited to see them. Kasi wala akong, bisita. Except yung isang friend ko, but anyway. Nung nakita ko yung family ko, so happy. I said, okay, I'm ready. Let's go. But sabi ko, please, if ever magparehab ako, okay lang ba? Hindi sa Pampanga. I want a change of scenery and lifestyle. Parang, ewan ko, for some reason, parang, boom, Cebu. And if you come to think of it, Cebu, it's so magnetic. It's a beautiful place. It's in the center, no, or at the center of our country. And that's, I've said this before. It sounds cheesy. That's where God found me, and I found God. And I have always tried to go to church and all of these things, but it was always for, I would say, I would go because, well, let's just say, para to cut long story short, it was just for show. It was just for show. I didn't understand anything. Yun lang.
Parang ano yan tama naman, totoo talaga, Baron, no? Parang love-hate relationship with God na parang work in progress talaga. Alam mo yun? Na parang, okay now, okay ako, pero later on, hindi. Kasi meron pang...
And it's still like that. It's still like that up to now, huh? Oh, it's still like that up to now. But it's a different kind of push and pull. There are times that, just like Jacob, I would wrestle with God until He breaks my rib and I surrender.
Diba? Kasi, parang nagigets ko kasi parang as much as we want to be perfect people, hindi mo naman talaga ma-achieve yun, diba? But it's good to see na there's this humility and yung parang nawala yung pride dun sa kaninang dinidescribe mo na you were crying. Kasi it's that parang na parang yun yung naging feeling mo, kaya mo lahat on your own. Yung
Tama ka, Rachelle. Tama ka. Actually, lately, I've been watching Christian movies sa YouTube, no? Like Perfect Stranger, Part 1, 2, 3, then and then yung The Encounter, Christian movie. It's really nice na parang ang pinaka main sakit ko is pride. When it's Baron in me, not Christ in me. Me steering the wheel, not Jesus. Doon ako papaluin. And it happens, and I'm very grateful kapag pinapalo ko. Ibig sabihin, I really am part of His flock. I'm one of His sheep. So, hindi maiiwasan na yumayabang minsan. Hindi maiiwasan na feeling ko magaling na ako sa pagiging alcoholic ko. Wala na akong sakit. Parang gano'n, pero sa totoo lang, dapat every waking moment ba, I should be grateful and I should acknowledge na I really do need Him. Pag wala, like every day, talagang, Lord, I don't know, I do have a plan today, but I don't know what the outcome will be. please lead me. Gumagano lang ako. Please help me survive today. Because I'm battling not only alcoholism, I'm also battling some bipolarism. I take medications for that, and I'm not ashamed because actually people should um, um, seek help if may problema, 'di ba? Um, I'm not a professional. Uh, I'm not here to advise anyone, but all I can say that there's always hope. But we can never do it alone. There are professionals to help us. There are hotlines. There are websites that we can go to. If you're an addict, you can go to Narcotics Anonymous website and just go to a meeting and ask questions, and they'll love you. They'll embrace you. Find a good church. Find a great pastor. Befriend the pastor. Be open and willing to these things, and maybe later on you might just click with it as it did with me. Uh, uh, Even Alcoholics Anonymous, it really helped me a lot. That group, it's really nice to know that there's help always. There's Wala tayong rason na sinasabi natin wala nang pag-asa, pare. Wala na akong pag-asa. Ito na ako, mamamatay na akong alcoholic, mamamatay na akong addict. Hindi
That's a
totoo yan.
lie.
Hindi totoo yan.
Correct.
May pag-asa tayo, may pag-asa.
Did you also parang go through before Baron depression? I mean,
Yes.
were you
Depression
diagnosed, clinically diagnosed
Yes,
for that?
ganito yan. May pagkakaiba po ang sadness sa deep sadness. Ang pag sinabi mong deep sadness, depression po yan eh. Parang mga pag 2 weeks ka nang hindi makatayo, may anxiety ka, hindi ka makalabas ng kwarto, o makakita ng tao. Ano na yan? Depression na yan. Pero yung sadness, yung bang, okay, mawala, kaya mo pa rin. Yes, to answer your question, I have, and up to now, I still deal with those kinds of things. That's why I acknowledge it. I acknowledge it, and I pray to God na parang, uh, I'm gonna face people today, Lord, please guide me. Like even before this interview, Rachelle, I asked God to bless my mouth. Paano ko, kung anong lalabas sa bibig ko. Diba?
Pero ayun, nakakatuwa, Baron. It's good that you have this parang people who support you and remind you na hindi yung negative self-labels, when you tell yourself na wala nang pag-asa or I have no belief in myself anymore. Parang these are the lies from the devil, especially if you're a Christian believer, you would know that. And you really have to have this level of faith na you know that God will always love you, embrace you unconditionally. Ang hirap kasi sa tao, conditional yung mindset. Pero sa Diyos, hindi naman.
Yeah, meron nga dyan yung parang what's in it for me kind of attitude na parang, okay, I'll do this. Conditional siya eh. And then sometimes superficial. That's why we have fellowship, to seek the truth and to be our authentic self sa isa't isa, and most especially sa sarili mo. Diba? Kasi pag hindi ka authentic sa sarili mo, how would you have the right kind of spiritual connection with God, or the right answers, the right ears to hear Him, to listen to? So, authenticity is power. Authenticity to oneself is power. Authenticity to others is also empowering, and encouraging as well, because um, it will lead you to amazing, miraculous accidents.
And
Um,
Or, sorry, wrong. Uh, there are no accidents pala, but it would bring you to, it would lead you to a destination that you'd never expect na mangyayari. Parang ganun.
Ang galing. Ilan ang mga Bible studies na ina-attendan mo, Baron? Or fellowship?
Well, meron ako. Fellowship, kanina 11, pero nag-bail out ako dahil uh, ewan ko, I should say this, it's personal, but tinawagan ko yung um, pamangkin ko na COVID, pati anak niya. And then, I, may nabasa ako, parang may narinig ako na parang pray, kneel down. So ginawa ko nag-devotion ako for 30 minutes, just alone, 30 minutes. And then kneeling down in prayer. I think that's the best weapon that we can use so that God can fight our battles, only by kneeling down. So, ayun, dasal lang ako. And it was such a great experience to be mindful of yourself, mindful sa salita ng Diyos, and mindful to others. It's just it's an awesome feeling. And then I was reading this devotion also, or listening to this devotional talk saying na shut your mouth, parang ganon. And not all of your testimonies should be out there for the public to view or to hear. Because there are times na these things of God, yung mga miracles niya, blessings niya, you should keep it to yourself because that's between you and God. And when the time comes na if it feels right and if it's God's will for you to testify amongst His people or even the non-believers, then that's the time. So I think I just have to be very, very sensitive. Kasi sensitive na akong tao, ba't di ko gamitin sa tama, di ba? So yun.
Correct.
Sensitive na lang kay God.
And you're still in touch with yung sa rehab center mo dun sa Cebu,
Yes.
ba?
Yes. Yeah, kagabi lang.
I saw
Kausap ko
your
yung-
post sa IG eh.
Yes. I always stay in touch. Kasi nagkaroon din ako ng mga relapse, ha? So 3 years na yan, no? Hindi ako nagpapakasanto. It's a long process. At walang ending, ha? Walang ending tong buhay natin until we move on to the next life, diba? So I can never say that, hey, I made it, I'm done, I crossed the finish line, and I'm well. Parang ganun. No. It's an everyday lifestyle process to understand me, to understand these new problems that I need to solve with God. And they're good problems. And they're bad also, but the bad ones, Lord, I can't, but you can. You can, I cannot.
Of course. Kasi since na-mention mo, how long have you been sober?
Pretty long time na rin. It's been a while, but there's also what you call a dry drunk. A dry drunk is when you're sober for a long time, but your character is still the same. Like it's saying your belief doesn't match your actions. So minsan I get caught off guard and blindsided by my character defects na nakakalimutan ko na yung pagiging sensitive ko sa ibang tao, nagiging egotistical na naman ako, mabalik na yung puro self. I need, I want, it's all about me. And I think uh, that's what it is. That's why
Mm.
ano, kailangan maging sobrang aware sa lahat. May kasabihan sa recovery. No? To be aware is to be alive, and to be alive is to be aware.
Right. And yan nga dyan nga yung sinasabi mo papasok yung pagiging mindful, no? Kasi siguro, this
Mm.
is to address na rin yung some people who would say na, baka naman hindi totoo yung nakikitang changes kay Baron ngayon. Parang they feel like, or some feel like na parang
Oh,
once na okay ka na, tapos na sa rehab, tapos na sa everything, okay ka na. Of course, kahit sa anong aspeto, no, na work in progress naman lagi.
we are all God's work in progress. We all fall short of His glory every day. Just a simple lie or a simple negative thought, looking at uh, women differently, lusting. It's already, it's already, it's already a sin, a very big sin. There's no small or bad or big. There's no small or big sin kay God. Sin is a sin, and if you don't repent, you go to hell.
Ayan, Pepster. So, ang dami na nating mga natutunan na mga insights from Baron. At para sa ating second part ng interview, we will now go to social media raid. Ayan. So, we're back, Pepsters. At dito sa social media raid, kinuha natin ang ilan sa mga Instagram posts ni Baron at tatanungin natin siya kung ano itong mga ito at kung ano yung mga stories behind this. Okay. Number 1 picture. Ayan.
Ganda ng wife ko.
Okay. Siguro konting backstory, Baron, about this picture.
Yeah, nasa Quezon City Hall kami niyan nung 22 2019, sorry. So nasa Quezon City Hall kami niyan noong 2019 of September 12. So yun yung wedding anniversary namin.
Wow. Okay. So this is Miss Jamie, no?
Yeah, that's my wife, Jamie. That's my wife,
Paano
Jamie.
nagsimula ang inyong love story, Baron? Paano kayo nagkilala?
Ligawan, I met her 1 week bago ako graduate sa rehabilitation center. And then I asked her out for tea. We would have morning tea time. And I got to know her. She got to know me, and then I just said, wow, she's the one. She's God's best. Kasi nung time na yan, nung nasa rehab ako, I would really read the Bible every day. I would go to Wednesday mid worship. I would go to Saturday Bible study. I would go to Sunday worship. And I wouldn't do, ang hindi ko pa matanggal is the cigarettes. And I want to be honest with that. But, you know, yung looking at porn or raping myself, tinanggal ko. And I think nagti-TMI na ako.
It's alright.
Okay lang. Kaya siguro binigay sa akin, yun, papunta ako doon. Kaya siguro binigyan ako ni God ng God's best. Yeah.
Wow, ayan. Tapos, so, itong si wifey, ano yung mga characteristics na nagustuhan mo sa kanya at that time? Paano lumalim yung relasyon ninyo?
Malambing po siya, matapang. Wala siyang, hindi rin siya yung klaseng taong naglalagay ng label. Mabait siya at hindi rin siya naglalagay ng classes, no, different levels ng pagkatao. And hindi niya rin ako kilala na as
Baron Geisler na yung artista, she never treated me like one. And up until now, she just treats me like a regular human being. She talks to me, we're equals. Yun lang masasabi ko. We're equals.
Ang galing, no? Kasi you randomly picked Cebu to be the place for your rehab program. Tama, di ba? And then this
Tama.
is where you met her? Sa Cebu?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Ang galing! Parang destiny ba yan?
Yun nga. And then now we have a beautiful daughter named Talitha Kumi. Talitha Kumi, and she's turning 2 years old na. January 20. She's so
Napakaganda
adorable.
ni Tali. Alam mo yon, sobra. Anong ibig sabihin ng name niya?
Little girl arise.
Galing sa Bible verse. No?
Derived from a Bible verse.
Oh my gosh. Ang galing. Tapos hanggang ngayon, siguro ano yung important na siguro minemaintain mo when it comes to your relationship with your wife? Kasi I see that you always go out, like pag may
Yeah.
time. Sa
I promised myself and of course to God that I would start making fresh new stories with my family, fresh memories, great memories. And I think that's the most important um, thing na pwede kong ibigay sa kanila, sa mga anak ko. Kasi memories are hard to escape. Like, I had some bad childhood memories that turned me into a monster. Di ba? So I don't want that to happen to my kids or with my kids, rather. So, as much as possible, bonding. But the bonding doesn't end after the vacation. The bonding still continues after the vacation. It should be consistent. Everything should be consistent in my life now.
Ang galing. Sabi nga if there is no alignment, there is no true fulfillment. Kaya nakakatuwa
Nice, I
na
like that.
diba? Ayun. Okay, second
Tama.
picture. Ayan, si Natalie. Sobrang cute niya, Baron.
Lagyan mo lang ng bigote, kamukha ko na eh.
Yes. Super kamukha mo nga siya. Grabe, lagi kayo nasa beach. Ang hilig, water baby ba siya? Parang hilig niya parang gusto niya
Sobra.
na dinadala mo siya lagi sa pool or beach.
Yes. Alam mo bang, kaya niyang maghapon sa beach kasi nung buntis si wife, Italy, we would go to the beach almost all the time. And yun, like yung last labas namin, last week we went to Santander. That's a 5-hour trip, 4 to 5 hours from the city. It's worth it. I saw some sea turtles. And si Tali, pagagising pa lang, diretso na siya pool. After ng pool, diretso na sa beach. So, doon lang siya. She could stay lang sa may shore. Maghapon. Pag tinanggal mo, at nakikita niya may tao pang lumalangoy, iiyak yan, si Tali. Hindi siya, talagang, kahit dito sa bahay, pag naliligo yan, mahilig. Ayan o, sa tubig o.
Oh my gosh, a water baby. Ang cute! Sobrang cute niya.
Sobra.
Tsaka
Hindi ko
parang
nga alam.
sobrang happy baby.
Sobra.
Are you like super, how would you describe yourself as a father? Hands-on, overprotective, paano ba?
Hindi, ano ako,
Chill?
malambing lang ako sa kanya. Lagi kong nilalaro si Tali. Ako nagtuturo sa kanya mag-clap. And then, yung mga ABCD. Parang, naghaham na siya ngayon. So, nung napansin ko na kinakantahan namin siya, nagle-level up siya. So now, aside from just the regular Cocomelon, ina-upgrade ko na yung mga pinapanood niya, yung mga
talagang alphabets and nursery rhymes na. Iba-iba, even numbers. And ang bilis ng pick up niya, I'm praying talaga na she becomes one of the brightest. Kasi my two boys are bright. Eh. They're very, very, very responsible and smart kids. Hopefully si Tali rin.
Correct. At saka okay nga yun, Baron, kasi 'di ba sabi nga 0 to 4 years old, yun yung mga crucial stage na even if you
Yes.
think hindi nila maintindihan, nagigets na ano na nila, na-absorb na nila lahat yan eh.
Yeah, I think nanggaling yan kay, I mean, well, napakinggan ko si Jordan Peterson. Sabi niya, yun yung age na pag 4 years old yung bata at hindi siya makapag-mingle with other kids, you better watch out na. May behavioral problem na daw yung ganung klaseng bata. And I think I was one of those kids. But itong si Javi, the 8-year-old, kahit saan kami magpunta, hindi rin siya naglalagay ng level. Kahit saan kami magpunta, may nagiging grupo siya ng mga bata. So, ang galing niya mag-mingle. Tali rin, you know. Hindi siya ilang pag may mga iba-ibang tao sa paligid niya. So I believe these kids are going to grow up very independent and smart. And
Ayan.
of
How
course,
old is the other boy?
the other one is 16. He just turned
Oh,
16
what's his name?
nung 16, September 16. His name is Joaquin.
Joaquin. Alright. Galing. Paano ba yung buhay sa Cebu? Because of course, we know sa Cebu, actually city naman siya, no? Pero ang galing
Yeah.
kasi ngayon, nakakapunta kayo ng mga um, beaches na malapit talaga. Paano yung buhay sa Cebu, Baron? Kumusta?
Ang weird, if you're very masipag, it can be a fast-paced kind of lifestyle. And sabi nga ng friend ko nung isang araw na rebuke niya ako, parang, Baron, I think you're doing too much. Yumanon siya sa akin. And at first, I felt kinda, parang, this is my life. I need to work. You know, I need to go to meetings in order for me to feed my family. But you know what? Nung gabi yun, parang pinaalala lang niya sa akin. Siguro ginamit siya ng Diyos na, Baron, you really don't have to keep doing it by yourself, you know. Even if you don't work or do these things, I work and make things happen for you. So, doon nga mangyayari na mababurn out ako if I keep doing or living that kind of lifestyle na meeting dito, meeting dyan, gawin tong business na to, gawin ko yung business na yan. Doon, papasok na yung pride. Kaya ko. So, yun ang mga tunay kong kaibigan. Diba? Na, I think, who are you? Parang, that's a very good question to ask yourself. Who are you or what do you do? What do you do? I ask you casually. It's easy to say I'm an actor. It's easy to say that I'm a father. It's easy to say that I'm an entertainer and a good father, husband, etc. A businessman, but it's really hard to say na I'm a follower of Jesus. I'm a follower of Christ. I think that's the first thing that should be in my mind. Kasi it's knowing my identity through Him, through Christ. Diba? And that's where the alignment, yung sinabi mo kanina. Ma-align lahat ni God.
Yes, I truly agree with what you said, Baron. Kasi nga, you really have to know who you are and who your master is para malaman mo kung ano ba yung mga bagay na devoted ako. Because that, if you're idolizing something too much, then maybe you have to reset your mindset or your goals, right?
Yeah. Oo Nasabihan ako,
may business ka, meron kang acting, meron kang pamilya, meron kang anak, meron kang asawa, meron kang kukunin na kotse, meron kang parang ang dami yata. Oo nga, no? Ang dami nga. So, makukonfuse na naman ako. Slow down, step back.
Good.
Breathe.
Galing. Eh, perfect yung place na napili mo nga. In a way, alam mo yun, na tingin mo sa Cebu.
You know, wherever naman you are placed, wherever you're at, if you still have that same behavior or outlook or perception on things and ideologies, belief system that is not right, then no matter where you are, where God places you, uh, if you're not aligned, then you will fail. You will be destined to fail for sure. Uh, I'm just so grateful that whenever I fly to Manila or I fly to Clark, uh, to Pampanga, yun na nababless naman ako. It's not
Yeah. Ang
really,
galing.
it's not really the location. It's it's where your heart is talaga.
Ayun naman, Baron. Bongga naman yon. In fairness. Totoo, agree tayo dyan. Ayan. Number 3. Photo. Oh my gosh, alam mo, super, ito, naalala ko to, parang, ano to, biglang parang, magkakasama sila nila, Bea and John Lloyd. Bakit? Ano, para saan to noon?
Yeah, kagagaling lang ako mag-testimony sa isang church. So, diyan kami pinakain. Nagmamo kami. And then, pasakay na ako ng Grab. May gumanon sa akin, "Uy." Pagkalingon kong ganun, sabi ko, "Uy, Lloydie!" Sabi niya, "Come here. Let's have dinner with Bea. Join us." Sabi ko,
Oh
talaga?
my
Sige.
gosh.
Pero nabayaran ko na yung Grab, ha? Nabayaran ko na ng 500. Pero sige, nayaan ko na lang. Sabi ko, sige, sir, mamaya na lang. Kinuha ko yung backpack ko. Nag-usap muna kami ni John Lloyd. Nagbeso lang ako kay Bea. Hi, Bea. Sabi niya, halika dito tayo. Kwentuhan kami sa may island. Kwento siya ng konti about Cebu, experiences ko. Then, nag-pitch ako ng story sa kanya. Nagustuhan niya. Siguro someday, no, God willing, magawa namin yung story na yan. And we had a good fish, healthy dinner. And I had a good time there. Ang naghatid pa sa akin yan si Bea. Sobrang bait ni Bea.
Wow.
Oo, hinatid niya ako sa condominium na nire-rent ko kasi I was doing probinsyano at that time.
2019. This was around February, if I'm not mistaken.
I
Feb
believe so.
2019.
Feb ba?
Or 2020. Tama ba?
Basta 20. Hindi, 19 yan. 19 yan, 2000. 2020 ba yan? December. Parang December. What? Feb nga? Oh yeah, sabi ng wife ko, February nga. Tama.
Ang galing. Thank you, Jamie. Ayan.
Thank you, love.
And you worked together. I remember, tama ba? Before. Sa telescope.
Yeah, we did. Nakalimutan ko lang yung title.
It might be you.
Ha?
It might be you.
Ayan. Oo. Oo, it might be you. Grabe. Hindi ko nagustuhan yung experience ko doon.
Bakit?
Hindi ko gusto yung kung sino ako nung time na yun. It might be. Hindi ko gusto. But the people I was working with were amazing. You know.
So you know Bea naman since then. Kumbaga kasi si John,
nung time na yun, pinag-uusapan namin books. Kasi, apparently, sobrang bookworm pala yun si Bea. And hanggang ngayon, kaya tingnan mo, sobrang successful niya sa mga restaurant business niya at kung ano pa. Even John Lloyd is also a reader. Books are really important. Yeah, I have so many.
What are you reading?
Books.
Sige nga, ano yung ano natin?
Well, I got to read I Am Malala. I feel bad for her now because of the war, yung war in
Can you show it again,
Afghanistan.
Baron?
Oh yeah,
The book?
sure. It's
Oh, there. Okay.
I
Malala.
Am Malala. No? She was
Biography.
shot in the face. Yeah. Uh, Dalawa silang writer, si Patricia McCormick and Malala Yousafzai. Uh, Grabe, she's part of the United Nations. She's part of the United Nations now, mm, for children. But now she's an adult na. But I bet she feels so bad with what's happening. And then
The other
Gary,
book.
the
Okay.
other book
Soul.
is Gary Zukab, Soul to Soul. It's really nice. But um, if your your faith is not so strong or parang rock solid with God, I suggest do not read this book because maguguluhan lang kayo dahil iba-iba yung perception niya dahil naniniwala sa reincarnation. Na kailangan linis, pabalik-balik ka sa earth school na tinatawag niya
Mhm.
hanggat sa ma-achieve mo yung um, wholeness or the authentic power of compassion like Christ or Mahatma Gandhi, parang ganyan na, I'm sorry, there's only one, and his name is Jesus. Sorry,
Okay.
Gary. Sorry, Gary.
And number 3, para may tatlo yung pinakita mo kanina eh.
Where are you?
So you're reading that just for what? Additional knowledge, ganun, no?
Gifts of sobriety.
Yeah, okay.
When the promises of recovery come true. I haven't read this one yet. Siguro ano lang, first uh, first part lang. Regalo ng wife ko sa akin to. O mamaya suntukin ako. Hindi ko.
Ang galing na, ang dami mong binabasang libro.
Defining freedom, freedom from addiction. We will not regret the past, nor wish to shut the door on it. Embrace it.
Nice. Iba-iba yung mga binabasa mo, mga either biography, autobiography yung kanina, tapos ngayon.
Yeah. Tapos nabasa ko yung autobiography rin ni Anthony Hopkins. Nabasa ko rin yung autobiography ni Anthony Hopkins and si Jack Nicholson. Bakit Anthony Hopkins is my favorite? Because dati rin siyang alcoholic. I think he's already 40 years sober. He stopped drinking when he was 37 years old. And I believe, inamin niya na meron siyang Asperger's naman. And then yung kay, autobiography ni Jack Nicholson, yung playboy, powerful guy in Hollywood. He's, next door neighbors kay sila mga Marlon Brando, mga kaibigan niya, these, who's that Swedish director nga ba? Swiss? Polanski, mga kaibigan niya before, no? And there were scandals also in his autobiography. He's such a cool guy. Classy.
And nakarelate ka ba doon, Baron, in the past? Meron ka bang
naman.
playboy, before?
Yeah.
Like, fake?
Especially yung cocaine problem niya. Grabe na naka-identify ako sa story niya.
Did you do hard drugs ba, Baron, in the past?
Yeah. Yes, I did. I think everybody at one point in their life, not everybody, almost everybody at one point in their life tried it once. But ako medyo yung iba minahal ko. So,
Paano yun na-cure dahil sa rehab?
hindi siya, actually there's no cure for alcoholism and addiction. That's why,
Alright, okay.
sinasabi ko it's an everyday legwork na kailangan natin
Pursue.
i-pursue.
Maintain
Yung
yung
mga steps,
mindset.
maintain. O, tama yung maintain at maging consistent. Yun nga, doon pumapasok yung structure, doon pumapasok yung, ito dapat kong gawin for the day. Okay. Workout. Para hindi ako malos.
Ito yung sinasabi mong tools.
But
Yung
ano yung going back to reading,
Mm-mm.
even yung yung isang book na um, yung color orange siya pero may F word siya. Parang, it's somehow like, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. Nakalimutan ko lang yung title. Ang ganda rin. Ang ganda rin kasi parang it teaches you to let go nga of the things and you should, it's okay not to be perfect. It's okay not to know all the answers. Parang ganyan. Because at the end of the day, we're learning. We're still learning every day. So we shouldn't pressure ourselves um, to perform, to perform in public, to perform as this person that we're not, or to behave differently, as opposed to just being real.
Right. I agree. And dyan nga doon pumapasok yung importance nga ng faith. Kasi yan yung parang makakapagpaturo sa'yo na hindi credit system or hindi performance-based sa Diyos. Hindi mo kailangan
Tama.
magaling. Ganyan.
Tama.
Okay. Next picture. Ayan.
Di na muli.
So, mga kasama mo ba sila sa, sa show? Para sa show ba to?
Yeah, every Saturday po yan, 8 p.m. Title niya, Di na muli, sa TV5. Yeah, kami yung senior cast members. Ang bida natin dito ay sina Julia Barreto, Marco Gumabaw, Marco Gallo. They're awesome people. This bubble, this Di na muli set of people are very fun and loving people.
So,
Isa sa mga accountability partners ko dyan is si Ate Angelo. No? So guys, hindi naman sa namumulitika pero sa Pasig, she's running for councilor. So I'm rooting for her. Yun lang. I'm not urging anyone to vote for her, but me personally, I know her mission and vision, and she's a good person, and she's also a God-fearing human being. So I'm for
parang
her.
friends din kayo ni Angelo even apart from dito sa Di na Muli?
Oo, kasi
Saan kayo
pareho kami ng
magkasama?
church. Pareho kami ng church. Business partner nila Donnie sina Kuya Wawi, yung husband ni Angelo. Sila, nagkakasama. So may
Kaya
mga
kasi I saw some pictures of you together dun sa mga iba kang pinopost. Sabi ko, ay, friends pala sila ni Angelo.
Tapos si Ate Ange din, dinidisciple yung mga kapatid kong babae. I mean, hindi naman dinidisciple. Magkakasama sila. Ewan ko kung tuloy pa rin ngayon. Pero last I heard, magkasama sila sa fellowship.
Ilan ba kayo magkakapatid, Baron?
3 babae, 2 kaming lalaki.
Kasi
Donnie,
Okay, Donnie.
and then yung sister kong si Angel nasa Amerika.
How old is she?
Nako, mga 40
Hindi mo-
something. Doctor
Okay.
siya. And
Alright.
then yung isa, 40s na rin. She's a dentist naman in Pampanga and she does other business. And then si
What's her
Ate
name?
Grace. Si Ate Ana yung dentist. Ana Maria. And then si Grace Gale naman, GG. Tawag namin sa kanya, GG. Short for Grace Gale. Ano naman, sobrang bait na mother and sister yan. Kind-hearted and maraming lupain. Sa Bulacan. Maraming lupain sa Bulacan yan.
So they also attend
Sana
the same
bigyan ako. I don't know. I really don't know if they go to the same church, but nagugulat na lang ako.
nagpo-post na sila ng mga Bible verses. Ang
Galing.
galing,
So,
ha?
hindi kayo nag-usap. Parang hindi naman kayo nag-usap
May,
about it.
may group chat kami. May group chat kami, but we never like, parang, parang inspect each other na, oy, pumunta ka ba sa fellowship? Hindi
Right.
kami ganun. Ano lang, parang, we talk about, uy, anong ulam? Yung the usual na papakitaan ng ulam, uy, saya. Tapos yung mga anak namin, parang nag-uusap. Parang more on ganun yung group chat namin. It's more of family feels.
Iba
Family
talaga.
feels. Kasi, iba-iba naman relationship natin. I mean, kanya-kanyang journey tayo, di ba?
Correct. Pero ang saya nga na makita nga na kung ganyan na maganda yung communication mo with your siblings.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Kanina, yeah.
Ayan.
Tatawagan kami si Donnie. Kausap ko lang kagabi. Almost, sobrang supportive nila. So, sobrang happy ako.
Oh my gosh. Nami-miss niyo pa rin mommy niyo. Of course.
Ako, may mga times na hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin ko. Aside from lalapit ako si God. Sabihin ko lang, I miss you, ma'am. Mga ganun lang. What would you do? Sometimes said, how would you do this? I miss you, I love you. Hanggang ganun lang. Kasi alam kong bawal parang hindi tama makipag-usap sa patay. Patay ko. So, ang sumagot sa'yo, demonyo or demon, di ba? Parang ito ang gawin mo, anak.
Grabe. Of course, it's okay naman to remember her memory.
It's okay. It's okay to celebrate her life and death. You know? Lander.
You have your own YouTube vlog pala, Baron. Nakita ko lang to. Can you tell us something about it? Are you planning to continue uploading stuff on your YouTube vlog?
Yes. My next, may balloon. May balloon pa dito. Ang next na in-interview ko after that is JM De Guzman. So abangan po natin. No? Me and JM talked about the industry. We talked about addiction. We talked about God. We talked about acting and who our favorite actors and actresses are. I had a good time with that guy. He's something special, JM. And for me, he's one of the best actors of our generation.
Galing. Tapos meron pa bang ibang mga gagawin na social media na presence na, alam mo yun, projects?
Yes. Meron akong mga passion project, especially sa Kumu. Sa mga may app na ng Kumu, please follow me po sa @aliasbungo 2020. Magkakaroon po tayo doon ng podcast kind of style, and it's going to be informative. It's going to be raw, real, very distinct, and we will be talking about financial literacy. We'll be talking different array of topics. So ito kaabang-abang talaga dahil paghahandaan ko to, meron akong magandang mic, may kakanta, entertaining and informative. So excited ako para doon. Sobrang excited ako.
Tapos may guests.
Of course,
So,
may mga professionals.
talk show.
Oo, parang talk show. Mga professionals talaga. So, kahit na sabihin natin 8 yung pumasok na tao, how I wish hindi kasi ang gagawin ko, sa Facebook Live, sa October 1, siguro 30 minutes before ako mag-stream sa Kumu. Mag-Facebook Live po ako to inform you na lalabas na ako in a while sa Kumu, mag-stream ako. And mag-log on lang sila dun sa link na ilalabas ko sa Facebook. And mag-enjoy po tayo lahat.
So, it's a different side of Baron naman as a host. Parang gano'n ang tag mo ba dito? Baron as a host?
Kind of, yes. Which I'm really, to tell you honestly, I'm really not good at it. But ang mga bida po dito yung mga guests. I just want a lot of people to learn from it, eventually earn from it also. I'll be giving away prizes in a month, aside from cash. May pamimigay ko through GCash, 5,000 a week, and also other things. Na ipaparaffle ko. Surprise na lang muna.
Naku, exciting yan. Lalo na very articulate ka naman, Baron. So, I feel like you
Thank
will, ace this, yung pagiging host din.
Thank you.
Hindi ka maano
Thank you.
dyan. And of course, meron ka pa bang mga ibang projects na aabangan sa'yo? Because this year,
Yes.
2021, napanood ka namin sa Tililing, tapos meron itong Di na Muli. Grabe, ang active ng, in fairness, ang blessed ka, Baron.
Oo nga eh. Thank you, Lord. Dahil kailangan ko talaga at may pamilya na ako. No? Hindi biro ang life. Hindi biro ang life. So grateful ako sa Viva. Kina Boss Vic, Veronique, Tita Junufino, Boss Vincent, mga director ko, kay Direk Daryl. May lalabas po kami movie, ang Barumbadings, sa Viva Max. Ang ganda ng kwento, tatlo kami, Jerry Crabal, ako at saka si Marc Anthony Fernandez, mga bakla kaming Charlie's Angels ng mga assassin. So,
Oh my
kabang-abang. Yeah.
Naku, abang-abang nga yan. Naalala ko tuloy yung J mo na movie sa Cinema Line na nag-best actor ka. Kasi
Thank
gay din
you.
yung role mo nun, di ba?
Yeah, pero ito, palaban kami dyan. Oh, ang ganda ko.
Oh my gosh!
Ha?
Alam mo, grabe, parang hindi Baron. Hindi mo makita si Baron.
Ang dami nga nagsasabi.
O sige, abangan natin yan. Hindi pa pala lumabas tong Barumbadings.
Parang
Upcoming pala.
pag lumabas si na Cheryl Cruz, Rufa Gutierrez, parang pwede akong pumantay sa kagandahan nila.
Pwede. Ang gaganda
Yan.
nyo, ha? In fairness.
Thank you.
So, yan. Yan ang mga aabangan kay Baron. Okay. For the next part, of course, ang ating last part sa ating Pep Spotlight, we'll have the Pep Challenge. Ayan. Okay, number 1. Never have I ever been scolded on the set.
I have. Many times. Especially when I was young. Many times. Nabato na ako sa script sa mukha ni Direk Andoy. Direk Andoy pala director. Yeah. Sobrang strict nun. He's not only a good actor. Teatro yun. And he's also a good director. So, nung nasa tabing Ilog kami, wala ako sa wisyo. Hindi naman ako nakainom na to. Pero bagong gising. This was at 2 a.m. in the morning. Pero ready sila. Jody, ready lahat. Hindi ko alam yung lines ko dahil hindi ko binasa yung script. Basahin mo yan. Pak! Walk out. Walk out si lolo mo. Tawagin niyo na ako pag okay na. Saka siya bumalik. After that, sabi ko, ay, basahin ko na nga yung script. So, siya yung director ng Di na Muli. Wonderful director. Fun to be with. One of the best and cool. Kasi tinuturuan niya pa ako umate. Yung mga tina ganyan. Parang, Baron, giling mo dito sa eksenang to. Ganito, ganyan. Kasi na-explain niya na maayos sa akin. Kaya natutuwa ako dahil, syempre, pag ganun yung director mo, actor's director, lalo akong parang lalong nag-work yung character ko. Ang galing, ang sarap nung character. Ang sarap paglaruan. Hindi ko alam na kaya ko palang kumembot.
Oh my gosh, panonoorin natin to, Di na Muli. Sobrang...
Tsaka yung mga look na, halika dito, pasok ka. Yung mga ganun, Pinapanood ko lang siya eh.
Oh
So,
my
mini-mirror ko lang.
gosh! Oh my
Oh,
gosh! Ayan siya, Baron. Si Baron ang galing. Alam mo, ikaw, isa na, wala naman duda. Isa ka talaga sa mga mahuhusay na aktor dito sa showbiz, no? Kaya, alam mo yun, whatever your role is, talagang sobrang, for sure, ang ganda.
Nagdasal
Panoorin
ako
na.
niyan ha.
Bakit?
Dasal talaga ako na maayos na magawa ko siya. Kasi aside from mahaba yung lines ko, hindi siya birong character kasi ako yung comic relief ng show eh. First time ko nag-comedy and nag-work siya. Thank you,
Nice. Ang
Lord.
galing. Yay! Sige, tignan natin yan. Number 2. Never have I ever gone commando in a public place.
All the time. Commando nga ako ngayon eh.
Oh my gosh. Nakakaloka si Baron.
Nagtitipid kasi ako. Kung pwedeng wag na mag-break, hindi wag na lang. Diba? Mag-ingat
Oh
na
my
lang pag
God.
nag-CR. Titipid tayo sa tubig, sa sabon. Lahat naka-budget eh. Biro lang, biro lang. Komportable lang talaga ako nga na hindi nagbe-drift minsan. Lalo lang sa bahay lang.
Okay, nakakaloka itong mga questions. Okay, number 3. Never have I ever used cell groups to meet potential dates.
I have before. Before. Ay, nako.
Totoo?
Yeah, nung ninja Christian ako, sobra. I even dated one na medyo nakaka-disturb, parang hindi siya for God. Ayokong balikan, but yes. Isa yan sa mga pinagsisiyan ko. And I already doubt that naayos na namin ni God.
Correct.
Nakahingi na ako ng tawad.
Ayun, minsan alam mo talaga, no? Ako naman inisip ko on a lighter side or on a brighter side of things na yung personal circumstances talaga, parang si God makes uses of them para kumatok. Baka sakali, siguro at that time, hindi ka pa ready. So, alam mo yun, yung mga gano'n, you don't have to be too hard on yourself. Kasi normal naman, di ba, na wanting to meet other people. Pero,
Then,
yun,
na-realize ko rin, I'm really trying my best to stop judging people, to become like, judgmental. Kasi, dun isa rin yun sa barometer, no, na natetest ko siya pagka wala yung Holy Spirit sa akin. Ah, nag, pag nag-finger point na ako na parang, ba't nagiging self-righteous? Parang ba't ganito itong Kristiyano na to? Hipokrito naman to, mga ganun naman. Pero actually, it's one way of God telling me na, check the speck in your eye first before others. Because I'm a sinner, and she's a sinner. That's why she needs me. Mga ganun si God. Sa akin, parang, di ba? So, I try my best not to pass judgment na. Kahit na enemy ko na nakikita kong kasama ko sa church, and
the
then,
challenge.
doon naman tatest, love your enemies, di ba? Love your enemies, di ba, Baron? Totoo ka ba? Totoo ka ba kay God? Are you following Him? Check your heart muna, ha? Check your heart.
Correct. Good reminder, not just for you, but for everyone. Kasi 'di ba, ang hirap nga, na parang, ang hirap, yun yung pinakamahirap kahit ako, parang yun yung pinakamahirap yung parang, love your enemy, God. Parang ang hirap nun, pero well, yun yung kailangan mong maintindihan.
Pati yung pagpapatawad, parang yung malaking kasalanan talaga, yung parang na-scam ako, na-swindle ng pera, na-carnap, ganyan. Pero parang, ewan ko, there's a small still voice in my head saying, forgive mo na kaya. I-let go mo na yung kaso. What if? Maganon sa akin. Kanina lang. And then sabi ko, sige Lord, kayo pong bahala. Hindi na muna ako magiging mainit sa pag-pursue ng kaso na to. So, doon, na ano ko na parang, uy, oo nga, no? Thank you, Lord. Kinakausap mo ko. Thank you.
May nag-swindle sa'yo?
Oo.
Saan
Pero,
to? Kahit na hindi mo i-detalye, anong klaseng swindling ang naganap? Like, investment?
oo. Sabing para siyang investment. Pero hindi siya t-shirt company ko, ha? Hindi.
Okay. Pero
This is
iba.
while I was in treatment na I thought I owned something pero hindi naman pala.
Hindi na.
Kayo nang bahala mag-speculate. Tapos na 500,000 kinuha sa akin.
I hope naman
oo.
maano yan.
And then dun sa sagot niya sa letter namin, tanggap niya. Hindi naman sinabing ano, pero may utang daw ako na 200 something thousand, which is very not true because me and my wife, we were going out nung time na yun, we were going out, yung sa mga nakita niyong picture na nag-service work ako or talking to the mga symposiums, ganyan.
Right?
I was
Right.
being paid 30 to 35,000 for a talk. Pero 3 talk yan, different places. I would stay there for 3 days. So, nabayaran ko siya. Kaso, wala talaga sila masakot. Puro sila defending lang. Nasa defensive side. But, bahala na si God bahala na siya. So, kotse ko, tsaka yung 500 plus yung mga other na tigo 100,000 na binibigay ko sa tao na to dahil akala ko para dun sa investment ko. Pero hindi ko na sinama yung 300,000 na extra.
My gosh. Kung sana
Oo nga.
maayos yan, masettle.
Oo nga.
Ano natin yan, nakakaloka.
Oo nga eh. Ngayon talaga tinetest ako ni God na parang ano.
Kaya nga yung forgiveness,
Ba?
ibang level yan, Baron ha.
Yun nga eh. Ibang level ng forgiveness. Hindi ito yung parang petty na away. This is, pwede kong gawing livelihood ba? If I had all of those things back, I can use the money to good use for my family. But,
Well, whatever your decision is, no, alam mo yun, I hope magkaroon ka ng discernment. Kung ano. Kasi even if you choose to do so na i-pursue pa rin naman, it's still parang valid, legal pa rin naman yun. Alam mo yun, talagang it's really up to you kung how you will go about it.
you know, si God naman kikilos dyan. Eh.
Correct.
Saka yung
Okay.
mga lawyers ko naman. So,
Meron naman.
let's
Okay.
see. Oo.
Alright. Next. Number, never have I ever burned something to eliminate the past.
I have in rehab. Sulat kami ng resentment list. Paper. Sulat kami. Merong trash can na gawa sa tin. Tapos doon na. Lahat ng mga hurts, resentments, etc. Sinunog namin. So, yes, I have burnt some feelings in the past.
Wow. Grabe
Using
yun na
paper.
parang retreat ba yun?
Letting go. Rehabilitation.
Kasama
It was
sa
one of those
parang
activities.
burnout.
Yeah, one of those activities.
Alright.
How to let go.
Okay, next. Never have I ever cried because of something I regret.
I have. So many times. And for so many reasons. For so many different reasons. Rather. I won't expound. Next
Correct.
question, please.
Yan na yung final question natin. And I think nasagot mo naman to earlier, no? Na parang when you said na you were parang feeling all this humble, yung sense of humility dun sa, or yung facing all your issues in the past, yung acknowledging them. Ang galing. So, grabe, thank you so much, Baron. No? You shared a lot of your life story with us dito sa Pep Spotlight. And I feel like I really hope na people who are gonna watch this episode and yung mga pepsters can really learn a lot from you. Any messages and anything na you want your followers, your fans to know at this point?
Maraming salamat no sa mga kapepsters natin diyan. Gusto ko rin pong magpasalamat kay Sir Rommel. Matagal ko ng kaibigan yan dito. And kay Ma'am Rachelle, thank you very much for guesting me here. And I hope this will not be the last. So, andyan po sa baba, i-follow nyo na lang po ako sa Instagram ko at baron.geisler. TikTok ko naman po is Baron of Geisler TV. Sa Kumu naman po at Baron Geisler 2020 or alias Bungo 2020. Sa YouTube naman, yun nga, nasabi ko pala. Yun, sa Twitter ko, Baron Geisler doon. Baron Geisler din. I think it's Baron Geisler .39 sa Twitter. So, please, thank you lang. Wala naman akong message sa inyo dahil matatanda na kayong lahat at yung sa akin lang, sobrang grateful ako sa inyo na nariyan pa rin kayo sa mga lola dyan out there na alala pa rin si Fonzie, sa mga batang 90s na nakakaalala sa amin, sa akin, maraming salamat. And yun lang, share the love.
Yay! And invite them, Baron, to watch yung upcoming movie mo.
Okay. I'm inviting you all to watch Di Na Muli. That's every Saturday sa TV5, 8 p.m. ng gabi. Sobrang nakaka-good vibes siya. Good vibes talaga. And then, abangan niyo po sa November 4, kay Direct Daryl po, Barumbadings. Viva Films po ito lahat. Viva Production. So, pasalamat ako sa Viva Artist Agency, kay Tita Mhit, my handler. May love-hate relationship din kami niyan, but I love you. Thank you. Sa aking manager na si Miss Veronique, I love you. God bless you. And sa lahat, stay safe. God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Baron. Once again, Baron Geisler on Pep Spotlight.
Thank you. Ang saya. Thank you, Rachelle.